Offered for just $6,500 in Rochester, New York. This 1968 Ford Thunderbird is one of those rare opportunities you don't come across every day if you're in the market for a vintage project. The seller describes as a roller, which means a drivetrain isn't currently installed. But what you're really paying for here is a foundation, and it's a solid one. For starters, the body is completely rust-free. If you've ever shopped for cars of this era, you know how rare that is. So many Thunderbirds and other late 60s Fords have fallen victim to the Northeast salty winters, rotting away from the bottom up. To find a 68 T-Bird that's described as solid with no rust anywhere is a huge deal. Rust repair can eat up years and thousands of dollars. And here, that headache is already avoided. On top of that, this car is fully caged and tubbed. That means the hard fabrication work. The stuff that required professional tools, welding skills, and plenty of patience has already been taken care of. This Thunderbird has a roll cage installed, which gives it rigidity and safety, especially if someone plans to race it, take it to the drag strip, or just enjoy spirited driving. Being tubbed also means the rear wheel wells have been widened to accept bigger tires, the kind you need if you're putting serious horsepower to the ground. And rounding out the setup, it comes with a Ford 9-inch rear end, which is basically the gold standard of strong rear axles. Put all of that together, and what you have here is a rare car, already prepped as a performance project. That's half the battle right there. All that's left is to decide what direction you want to take it. Drop in a big block Ford motor and build a Pro Street monster, or perhaps go the rest-of-mod route and give it modern fuel injection and suspension. Either way, this T-Bird is a blank canvas with a lot of the expensive groundwork already completed. Thunderbirds of this era also stand apart from the muscle car crowd. While Mustangs and Torinos are more common, the T-Bird was always a step up, a little bigger, a little flashier, a little rarer. That makes this car stand out at shows or cruise nights, especially once it's finished. For just $6,500, this is a unique chance to pick up a solid roller project that saves you time, saves you money, and gives you a very cool platform to build on. Number 2, nestled in Rochester, New York, and priced at $3,800. This 1976 Buick Regal Limited Coupe is a great example of a project that's just waiting for the right person to step in and finish it. The bones are there, the basics are covered, and all it really needs is some dedication and finishing touches. The Regal of this era was Buick's take on the personal luxury coupe, a car designed to balance style and comfort with a healthy dose of V8 power. This one is described as a clean two-door project that's already had some work started but hasn't been completed. Under the hood, it has a Buick 350 engine paired with its matching transmission already sitting in the car. That's a big plus. You're not started with an empty shell here. The drivetrain is present. It just needs someone to button it up, finish the connections, and get it running. The seller admits they simply haven't had the time to complete the project. And that's often the case with cars like this. Life gets in the way, projects stall, and eventually someone else gets a chance to take over. The Regal's body is described as clean, and that's worth its weight in gold. Rust and bodywork can be the biggest, most expensive challenges in restoring a 70s GM coupe. Here, that's not the issue. It just needs some TLC, some attention to detail, and a vision for the final product. What's nice about the mid-70s Regals is their versatility. You can go a few different directions with them. Some enthusiasts restore them back to factory specs, keeping the vinyl tops, opera windows, and plush interiors that made them so iconic. Others take the hot rod route, dropping in performance parts, adding headers, a new carb, or even swapping in a bigger engine. And of course, many of these Buicks have also become popular in the custom scene. Lowriders, donks, you name it, the Regal wears it well. At $3,800, this one represents a great entry point. It's affordable, it's clean, and it has a drivetrain already in place. Bring a trailer, bring some vision, and this could easily become a fun driver or showpiece, depending on what you want. Sometimes the best projects are the ones you can mold into exactly what you imagine, and this Regal is definitely one of those. Number 3. In Atlanta, Georgia, offered at $8,000 or best offer, sits this 1984 Chevrolet Caprice Classic, a full-size sedan that's been given just the right upgrades to blend comfort, power, and style. The Caprice has always been a favorite among enthusiasts who love big-body American cars. And this particular example has been freshened up with performance in mind. The heart of the build is a 355 cubic inch V8, a solid small block setup that's known for reliability and easy part availability. Pairing that motor with a TH350 automatic transmission and a 2,800 stall converter gives the car a whole new personality. The higher stall converter means when you step on the gas, the engine revs into its power band before the car launches, giving you snappier acceleration off the line. And with just 1,000 miles on the drivetrain, it's practically brand new. You're not inheriting someone else's worn-out setup. You're getting something fresh and ready to roll. Inside, the car has been given a custom blue interior, which sets it apart from stock Caprices that often have plain tan, gray, or brown upholstery. The seats, door panels, and dash have been redone, giving it a crisp and unique feel. Add in the tinted windows, and the car has that cool, street-ready vibe that turns heads. Best of all, this Caprice still has working heat and AIC, so it's not just about looks and performance. It's also comfortable to drive every day. The seller holds a clean title and is even open to trades, which gives potential buyers some flexibility in how they approach the deal. This Caprice can serve many roles. It's fun enough to take to weekend meets, quick enough to enjoy on the street, and comfortable enough to use as a daily driver if you want something unique and V8 powered. For those who love the look and feel of big 80s Chevys, this one's a standout. It's not just a tired old sedan. It's a car that's been thoughtfully upgraded and is ready for someone else to enjoy without needing a laundry list of repairs. At $8,000 OBO, it's an appealing package for anyone who wants a car with presence, power, and personality. Number 4. Located in Mentor, Ohio, and listed at $7,900, this 1974 Chevrolet Chevelle Laguna S3 is one of those rare cars that really deserves a closer look. While most people think of the Chevelle SS when they picture a mid-70s Chevy muscle car, the Laguna S3 has its own place in history, and it's a fascinating one. The Laguna S3 was created with NASCAR in mind. Chevrolet wanted a car with a more aerodynamic nose for racing, and the result was the S3's unique front-end styling. On the street, it stood out from other Chevelles, and today, it's one of the rarer versions to come across. Collectors who know their stuff appreciate the Laguna because it represents a very specific moment in Chevrolet's racing history. This particular example is powered by a 350 V8 with an automatic transmission, showing 94,000 miles. It's been sitting for a while and is currently not running, but the seller notes that the issues are relatively minor: fuel system and ignition points. The kind of stuff that can be sorted out in a weekend if you're mechanically inclined. Structurally, it's described as solid, which is one of the most important things when buying a car of this age. Major rust is a deal breaker for many, and here, that doesn't appear to be the case. On top of that, it comes with a clean Ohio title, so registering it won't be a hassle. Visually, the Laguna S3 has presence. Its long hood, sloped rear, and distinctive front end give it an aggressive, race-inspired look that still turns heads today. Whether you choose to restore it back to its original form, build it into a period-correct NASCAR-style tribute, or go the custom route with modern upgrades, this car is a unique starting point. At under $8,000, it's an affordable entry into a piece of Chevrolet history that not everyone knows about, but the ones who do will definitely appreciate. Number 5. Offered at $6,800 in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, this 1975 Ford LTD is a classic example of the big, luxurious cruisers that defined American cars in the mid-1970s. The LTD was Ford's flagship full-size sedan. It was all about comfort, presence, and effortless V8 power. This particular car is especially appealing because of its condition. With just 48,000 original miles, it's been lightly used over the past 5 decades, which explains why it's still in such great shape. The body is described as completely rust-free, which is no small feat for a car this old. It wears a green-on-green color scheme, a very period-correct look that suits its size and style perfectly. Under the hood is a massive 490 cubic inch big block V8, paired with an automatic transmission. This is the kind of motor that delivers smooth, effortless torque, perfect for long highway drives. Back in the 70s, these cars were built for cruising. You could pile on the family, load up the trunk, and float down the interstate in absolute comfort. Inside, the car is in equally impressive shape. The upholstery, dash, and trim are all clean and free from cracks or fading that usually plague interiors of this vintage. Even better, the air conditioning works, so you can hop in and drive on a hot summer day without worrying about comfort. This LTD also comes with some history. It was originally purchased from the first owner, which gives it a sense of provenance that collectors and enthusiasts value. You know it hasn't been passed around and neglected. It's been cared for, and it shows. At $6,800, this car offers a lot for money. It's ready to drive, it's in great condition, and it captures a feel and era when cars were unapologetically big and bold. The seller is open to trades, but asks for serious inquiries only, which suggests they know the value of what they've got. If you're looking for a true 70s land yacht that you can enjoy right away, this Ford LTD is a very strong candidate. Number 6. 1950 Mercury Cougar Coupe 2D, listed at $5,000, Virginia Beach, Virginia. If you've been searching for something that isn't your average cookie-cutter project car, this 1950 Mercury Cougar Coupe 2D might just be the beast that stops you in your tracks. Sitting in Virginia Beach and listed at $5,000, this car is bold, raw, and already packing the kind of powertrain that makes you sit up and pay attention. While it hasn't been on the road for a few years, everything about it suggests that with a little bit of attention, someone could turn this into a true street machine that stands out anywhere it goes. The seller notes that about 3 years ago, this Mercury did, in fact, run and drive. They even have video evidence showing the car in action back then. Since that time, the car was parked to begin some body work. But like a lot of half-finished projects, the process never got fully completed. As it sits today, it will call off to life with the help of carb cleaner, but it's not yet firing up and idling on its own. That means the next owner will need to give it proper once-over, checking fuel delivery, tuning the carb setup, and going through the usual steps to revive a car that's been sitting. The good news is this isn't some rust-ravaged basket case. The body is described as solid, making a strong foundation for either restoration or customization. Yes, it needs cosmetic attention, paint, trim work, maybe even some interior sprucing, but the bones are there, and the drivetrain, that's where things get seriously exciting. Under the hood lives a 1969 455 cubic inch Oldsmobile big block engine. This is a mild cruiser motor. We're talking an estimated 400 horsepower and around 500 lb-ft of torque. That kind of grunt in a car like this guarantees a grin the moment you bury your right foot. Backing up that powerhouse is a TH400 BOP automatic transmission, a proven tough gearbox that can easily handle the torque. Out back, there's a GM 12-bolt Posey rear end, which means traction isn't going to be an afterthought. This is a drivetrain combination that's been built to play hard and last. Supporting all of that, the Mercury sits on a front subframe sourced from a 1969 Oldsmobile Cutlass, and it's been lowered about 4 inches for a mean, aggressive stance. Feeding that big block is a dual quad intake set up top with a pair of Edelbrock 550 carburetors, ensuring the engine gets more than enough air and fuel to keep things lively. A brand new exhaust system runs from the manifolds all the way to the tailpipes. No patchwork or rusty pipes here. So the soundtrack should be as bold as the car itself. Creature comforts haven't been ignored either. The car has power steering and power brakes, which make handling all that muscle much more manageable, and inside, it's been fitted with custom gauges for a modernized look and better accuracy. There's even a Bluetooth radio, giving you some updated tech in a car that's otherwise pure old school. The best part? It comes with a clean title in the seller's name, making the transaction smooth and straightforward. For anyone dreaming of building a true hot rod with a ton of character and plenty of the hard work already done, this Mercury is calling your name. Number 7. 1985 Mercury Marquis Brougham, listed at $2,200, Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Not every classic car project needs to be about monster horsepower or flashy modifications. Sometimes it's about simple comfort, nostalgia, and the joy of cruising in something with a little more character than today's cookie-cutter sedans. That's where this 1985 Mercury Marquis Brougham comes in, located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and priced at just $2,200. This full-size sedan offers a slice of mid-1980s American automotive culture at an entry-level price. This particular marquis is a running, driving car. So unlike a lot of projects, you don't need a trailer home or spend months chasing down missing parts before you can enjoy it. Under the hood is a dependable V6 engine. Nothing exotic, but plenty reliable, especially when paired with its smooth-shifting automatic transmission. It's the kind of drivetrain that makes this car easy to live with, even if you're new to vintage vehicles. Inside, the car retains its original radio, adding a nice touch of period charm, and the power accessories throughout mean it isn't a stripped-down base model. This was Mercury's Brougham trim level, after all, so it was built to deliver comfort and convenience back in its day. The seller has recently addressed some of the most important maintenance items. The brakes are new, a fresh battery has been installed, and the ignition module has been upgraded, all of which mean you're less likely to run into surprise headaches right after you take ownership. The AIC system does need a new belt, and there are some visible rust spots scattered around the body, but nothing described as catastrophic or structural. For a nearly 40-year-old car at this price point, that's more than fair. Another perk for Pennsylvania buyers: the car comes with an antique tag and is exempt from inspection, which makes ownership paperwork simple and straightforward. Whether you're looking for a cheap and comfortable daily driver, a quirky cruiser for weekend trips, or a low-stakes starter project to dip your toes into the classic car hobby, this Mercury Marquis offers a lot of car for very little money. Number 8. 1969 Plymouth Fury 3. Listed at $5,000, Manchester, New Hampshire. For those who appreciate full-size Mopars, the 1969 Plymouth Fury 3 is a name that carries plenty of weight. Big, bold, and unmistakably American, this one sits in Manchester, New Hampshire, with a $5,000 price tag and a whole lot of presence. The car currently runs and drives, which makes it immediately more appealing than a pure non-running project. Under the hood is Chrysler's trusty 318 cubic inch V8, mated to a 727 automatic transmission. This pairing has long been praised for its durability, and while it might not make headlines for horsepower, it's more than capable of moving this big sedan down the road with authority. According to the seller, the car does need some TLC. Included in the sale is a brand new transmission oil pan gasket that hasn't yet been installed, a clear sign that the car could use some attention in the drivetrain department. Still, it's not a basket case. It's a drivable car right now, meaning you can enjoy it even as you tinker with the details. The seller does mention a preference for trades, but is also open to an outright sale. Inside, you'll find the kind of wide bench seats in generous proportions that made these cars beloved family cruisers back in the day. Outside, the styling is classic late 60s Mopar, with clean lines and a presence that screams Americana. If you've been dreaming of owning a vintage Plymouth without committing to a ground-up restoration, this Fury 3 could be the perfect compromise. Big, stylish, usable, and still with room for you to put your personal stamp on it. Number 9. 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. Listed at $5,250. Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Here's a chance to snag a true piece of American automotive history. A 1966 Ford Mustang Coupe. One of the cars that helped launch the pony car craze that still endures today. This particular Mustang is located in Blowing Rock, North Carolina, and comes in at $5,250. This is what enthusiasts often call a barn find. It's been off the road for 17 years, quietly tucked away, but the heart of the car hasn't been lost. The straight-six engine still turns over on the starter, though it hasn't been coaxed fully back to life yet. That means the fundamentals are there. It's not seized or beyond saving, but the next owner will need to put in some time to get it running reliably again. The car retains its factory automatic transmission, and the seller has already made significant investments in key areas. It's got brand new brakes, fresh tires, a new fuel tank, and a new sending unit, which are all major steps toward making it roadworthy again. That's thousands of dollars of prep work already done. The body is described as mostly solid, and the car comes with a clean North Carolina title. Paperwork headaches can often make old project cars less appealing, but that won't be the case here. Whether you want to do a full restoration back to showroom glory or just freshen up for driver duty, this Mustang provides a versatile starting point. For Mustang enthusiasts, It's a golden opportunity to own one of the originals. For someone looking for their very first classic car, it's approachable, iconic, and already has a head start thanks to the seller's investments. Number 10. 1978 Cadillac Eldorado Custom Convertible. Listed at $6,500, Waverly, Ohio. Big, bold, and unapologetically different. That's the best way to describe this 1978 Cadillac Eldorado. Located in Waverly, Ohio, and listed at $6,500. This particular car has a twist. It started life as a coupe, but was converted by a previous owner into a full-time convertible. The result? A drop-top cruiser that turns heads wherever it goes. With just 66,000 miles showing on the odometer, the car still has plenty of life left. It's powered by Cadillac's big V8 engine and features front-wheel drive, a layout that was unusual but standard for the Eldorado of this era. Power is delivered through an automatic transmission, ensuring smooth shifts and relaxed cruising. The seller notes a number of recent maintenance updates, including new tires, a fuel pump, fresh spark plugs and wires, a new steering pump, and even an aftermarket stereo system, though it hasn't yet been installed. These upgrades show that the car hasn't been neglected and has had attention in all the right areas. Of course, the custom roof removal means this car won't appeal to collectors who insist on factory originality. But if you're someone who values personality and presence over pedigree, this Eldorado is a winner. It's not meant for concours shows. It's meant for sunny weekends, top down, cruising slowly through town and enjoying the sheer size, comfort, and style of an old-school Cadillac. If you're drawn to unique customs or just want a classic weekend toy with undeniable character, this Eldorado delivers exactly that. It's a land yacht with flair, a conversation starter at every stoplight, and a reminder when Cadillac truly stood for American luxury. Number 11. A custom 1995 Lincoln Mark 8 that blends vintage luxury with street presence. Price, $4,500 or best offer. Located in Center Mauritius, New York. If you've been on the lookout for something that isn't just another used car, but a real conversation piece, this custom 1995 Lincoln Mark 8, sitting in Center Mauritius, New York, might be exactly the kind of ride that makes you stop scrolling. Priced at just $4,500 or best offer, it's not simply an old luxury coupe from the 1990s. It's a statement on wheels, a unique blend of smooth Lincoln sophistication and bold street presence. And one look at it tells you that the person who put this car together wanted to create something one of a kind. The odometer shows only 59,579 miles, which is extremely low for a car that's been around for nearly 3 decades. And that alone makes it stand out, because most Mark 8s out there have been driven hard into six-figure territory. Yet this one has clearly been preserved. To make things even better, it carries a clean title, so paperwork won't give you any headaches, and you can jump straight into either enjoying it as a rare daily driver or continuing the custom build into something even more special. What makes this Lincoln different from any other Mark 8 you've ever seen is the custom fabrication done both the front and rear ends, transforming the look from a sleek but fairly anonymous luxury coupe into a car with a sharp, aggressive stance that doesn't lose its Lincoln identity, but enhances it, giving off the vibe that this is not a car you'll pass by without noticing. The lines are still recognizably Lincoln, but tweaked in a way that pulls in attention, whether you're rolling down Main Street, pulling into a cruise night, or just filling up at the gas station. People are going to ask what it is, who built it, and they'll know right away it's not some cookie-cutter ride. Mechanically, the car is just as solid as it looks because the seller notes it starts right up, runs beautifully, and offers that smooth, comfortable ride that a Lincoln should, helped along by a brand new suspension system that has already been installed. So you don't have to worry about worn-out components or sloppy handling. Plus, the brake lines are all new too, meaning when you need to stop, it does so with confidence. This isn't a half-finished project that barely moves. It's a car you can actually drive and enjoy right away. Another major plus is that the car is currently insured with Hagerty at a stated value of $15,000. And anyone who knows Hagerty knows they don't assign inflated numbers for no reason. That valuation speaks volumes about the kind of potential and real-world value already tied up in this build. So not only are you getting something you can enjoy, but you also have the reassurance that experts already consider it worth more than triple the asking price. The interior is in decent shape. Not a showroom queen, but clean and presentable. Perfectly fine for cruising as is. While the bodywork is largely done with just minor finishing still needed, and that means the hardest part of the project is behind you. The highlights are strong, custom front and rear bodywork that sets it apart from any other Mark 8, a fresh suspension for that confident floating ride, brand new brake lines, under 60,000 miles on the clock, Hagerty Insurance proving collector value, and a mechanically strong drivetrain that makes it a turnkey car. At the end of the day, the 1995 Mark 8 was already a forward-thinking luxury coupe with its 4.6L DOHC V8 and Thunderbird-based chassis. But this example takes that DNA and adds uniqueness and flair, making it less a forgotten 90s luxury car and more a rolling statement piece. For $4,500 or best offer, you won't find another car with this much personality, rarity, and upside potential waiting for the right owner to take it to the next level. Number 12. 1986 Buick Electra. Full-size American comfort with vintage charm. Price for $1,000. Located in Portchester, New York. For anyone who has a soft spot for those big, full-size American sedans that defined the 1980s with their squared-off design, wide chrome grilles, and plush comfort, this 1986 Buick Electra in Portchester, New York is the kind of car that brings you right back to that era, offered for just $4,000 and ready to roll. The Electra was Buick's flagship sedan in its day, sitting proudly at the top of their lineup, and it carried a reputation for being smooth, dependable, and just luxurious enough to appeal to those who didn't want to spring for a Cadillac but still wanted something substantial. This particular example has been well cared for and is reported to run without any issues, which is a huge plus when shopping for a classic, because it means you can actually get in and drive instead of having to immediately drag it into a garage for months of repairs. The styling is pure 1980s Americana, with its big boxy profile, the wide horizontal grille featuring Buick's Tri-Shield badge, long straight body lines stretching down the sides, and generous amount of chrome trim framing everything. It's the kind of look you just don't see on modern cars anymore, and that alone makes it stand out on the road. The car's overall condition is described as solid and clean, not perfect but honest, and importantly it hasn't been over-modified or chopped up. It's a survivor that still wears its original character proudly. The interior is every bit as comfortable as you'd expect from a Buick of this era, with soft seats and a layout that prioritizes passenger comfort over anything else. And while the seller doesn't claim it's showroom fresh, it's absolutely presentable and usable for daily driving or weekend cruising. This Electra fits a wide range of uses. Maybe you want a vintage daily that adds some old school flavor to your commute. Maybe you want classic weekend cruiser. Or maybe you want a solid base for a full restoration. Either way it works because the foundation is strong. At just $4,000 is an entry-level classic that doesn't ask much but gives you plenty in return. Reliability, charm, presence, and a little bit of that nostalgic flair that only a full-size 80s sedan can deliver. Number 13. 1970 Chevrolet Malibu 4-door. Affordable classic with strong bones and room to grow. Price $7,000 or best offer. Located in Tooele, Utah. Here's an opportunity for someone who has always wanted a piece of Chevrolet's classic A-body history without diving into the deep end of two-door SS money. Because this 1970 Chevrolet Malibu 4-door out in Tooele, Utah is available for $7,000 or best offer, and offers a whole lot of potential for the right buyer. Now, let's get the details straight. This Malibu does run. The engine fires up and has life in it, but it does not currently drive because the automatic transmission is leaking and likely needs a rebuild. So while it's not a jump in and drive car just yet, the fact that the motor runs strong means you're already halfway there. And for someone handy or willing to budget for a transmission job, this is a very approachable project. The odometer shows 187,000 miles, which tells you the car has seen use, but also tells you it has history. And importantly, many updates have already been done that make the project less daunting. For example, the interior has already been reupholstered, so instead of staring at ripped seats or a worn-out cabin, you've got a fresh, comfortable interior to sit in. There's also a new stereo system installed, which brings a touch of modern convenience to an otherwise vintage ride. On the body side, work has already begun too, with the roof derusted and prepped for paint. So while it still needs finishing, the time-consuming heavy lifting has been handled. The car carries a clean title, which is one less thing to worry about, and the seller makes it clear they're open to offers though not trades, which means there's room for negotiation. The 1970 Malibu is an iconic shape. Even in four-door form, it carries those unmistakable lines that make a body so beloved. And the beauty here is that you get into the game at a fraction of the cost of a two-door SS while still enjoying the look and feel of a true classic. Whether you see it as a budget-friendly family cruiser, a base for a sleeper build, or simply a way to own a vintage Chevy without spending a fortune, this Malibu checks the boxes. It's not perfect, it's a project, but it's a project that already has a lot going for it. And at $7,000 or best offer, it's a very approachable way to step into the world of classic Chevrolets. Number 14. 1983. Chrysler Fifth Avenue. A clean, comfortable slice of 1980s luxury. Price, $4,500. Located in Elk River, Minnesota. For anyone who grew up around the big rear-wheel drive American luxury sedans of the early 1980s, cars like the Chrysler Fifth Avenue carry a special nostalgia, and this 1983 example sitting in Elk River, Minnesota is one of those rare survivors that's both clean and rust-free, priced at just $4,500 and showing only 68,000 original miles on the clock. Back when it was new, the Fifth Avenue was Chrysler's answer to the Cadillac DeVille and Lincoln Town Car, offering a slightly more affordable but still plush and stylish alternative, and became well known for its smooth ride, soft interior appointments, and distinctive details like the padded vinyl roof and opera windows that gave an unmistakable profile. This particular car has been very well preserved for something over 40 years old, especially considering it comes from the Midwest where rust typically devours cars of this age. But here the body is rust-free, which is almost unheard of. The seller reports that it runs and drives great. The automatic transmission shifts smoothly, and there are no major mechanical issues to worry about, meaning you can turn the key and cruise right away instead of buying yourself a long to-do list. Cosmetically, it shines too. The paint and chrome are clean and well kept. The vinyl roof still presents nicely, and the whole car has the kind of presence that turns heads at a stoplight or car show, because people just don't see these on the road anymore. Inside, you'll find a plush, cushioned interior Chrysler was known for, complete with power accessories and all the comfort that made these cars feel like living rooms on wheels. At just under $5,000, you're getting a classic that offers style, comfort, nostalgia, and reliability all at once. And whether you want to daily it, bring it to weekend meets, or just enjoy it as a summer cruiser, this Fifth Avenue gives you the authentic 1980s luxury experience without breaking the bank. Number 15. 1987 Pontiac Grand Prix SE Coupe. A raw, ready RWD street project with serious bite. Price, $7,500 or best offer. Located in East Boston, Massachusetts. For the gearheads and project hunters out there, here's a car that already has the hard work done and is ready for someone to take it to the finish line. A 1987 Pontiac Grand Prix SE Coupe, located in East Boston, Massachusetts. Priced at $7,500 or best offer, and it's packing some serious performance hardware under the hood. At the heart of this Pontiac sits a 355 cubic inch small block Chevy V8, a tried and true power plant that delivers plenty of muscle and has endless upgrade potential. And backing it up is a 350 auto glide transmission designed with performance in mind. Out back, the car is running a Grand National rear and fitted with 4.11 gears, which means this thing is set up for acceleration, putting torque to ground in a way that'll make you grin the second you hit the gas. The body is reported to be free of rust and rot, a huge plus for a Northeastern car this era. And better yet, it's already been primed, so the messy prep work is behind you and all it needs now is paint, giving you a blank canvas to finish in whatever color or style suits your vision. Unlike many project cars that are sold as non-runners or in pieces, this Grand Prix is already running and driving, which is critical because it means the drivetrain is functional, the heavy lifting is complete, and you can actually enjoy it while you decide how far you want to take the build. Whether you want to turn it into a drag strip bruiser, a sinister street car, or a show-ready custom, the expensive parts are already in place. The powertrain, the gears, the chassis prep. And now it's down to your personal touch. At $7,500 or best offer, it's priced right for performance parts and clean-bodied offers. And it's a rare opportunity to grab a project that isn't just a pile of parts, but a solid, drivable base with plenty of bite already built in. Number 16. For sale right now in Hudson, New York, sits a true survivor from the late 1970s, a 1978 Chevrolet Scottsdale pickup truck that's being offered for just $1,600. When you think about how much trucks cost nowadays, and then you look at a price like that, it really puts things in perspective. This Chevy, showing a quirky 123,456 miles on the odometer, is a kind of truck that instantly takes you back to an era when pickups were built simple, solid, and meant to last. Whether that mileage is dead-on accurate or just a neat coincidence with the numbers lining up perfectly, what matters is that it's a truck that has seen real use and still has plenty left to give. Under the hood is Chevrolet's trusty 305 cubic inch gasoline V8 engine. It may not be the biggest power plant in the world, but it's known for being dependable, easy to work on, and a good match for this body style. Pair that with a manual transmission, something you just don't see much of anymore, and you've got a hands-on driving experience that really connects you with the road. No computers, no paddle shifters, just an honest clutch pedal and gear stick waiting for you to roll through the gears. To make it even better, this Scottsdale is equipped with four-wheel drive, which means it's ready for the snow, the mud, the trails, or whatever rural backroad you feel like pointing it toward. Finished in a bold, unapologetic shade of green, it screams retro character. It's the kind of color you don't see much anymore, and it really helps capture that 70s vibe where trucks weren't just tools. They had personality. The seller hasn't specified what the interior looks like, which leaves a little mystery. But if the exterior is anything to go by, chances are it's got the old-school Chevy charm inside too. The important part is that it does run and drive. For someone looking to dip their toes into the world of classic trucks without breaking the bank, this is the perfect candidate. You can tinker with it in the garage on the weekends, bring it back to showroom shape if that's your style, or just enjoy it as is, dents, dings, faded paint and all. Trucks like this, affordable, complete, and still on the road, are becoming fewer and farther between. For the price of a set of wheels and tires on a new truck, you could own this piece of late 70 S Americana, number 17. In Boonesboro, Maryland, there's an 80s Ford that's begging for a new owner to appreciate it, a 1985 Ford F-150 long bed, and the seller's asking $3,500. If you know these trucks, you know they've earned a reputation for being durable, simple, and built to work hard without complaint. This one, though, isn't just another old work truck. It's already had some serious attention where it counts most. Under the hood, it's running a rebuilt 302 cubic inch Ford the 5.8, a motor known for being one of Ford's most versatile and long-lived small blocks. On top of that, it's been fitted with a Big Mama radiator cam, which not only bumps up performance, but also gives it that unmistakable lopey idle and deep, aggressive rumble that makes people look twice when you fire it up. It's the kind of sound that tells you this truck has character and a little attitude. The body, like a lot of 80s Fords, shows its age. The seller points out some Bondo work in the bed, which means it's had a patch or two done over the years, and honestly, that's not uncommon for trucks that have been used for actual work. But the important part is that it still runs, drives, and the four-wheel drive system is fully functional. That means right now, today, it's capable of going out into the field, hauling some wood, hitting a muddy trail, or just turning heads at the gas station with that cam 302 under the hood. These old square-body Fords are getting more popular every year, and finding one that already has engine work done is a solid head start for anyone wanting to put together a cool, usable old pickup. The seller also makes things clear. If the ad is up, the truck is still available. No need to waste time wondering if it's been sold. At $3,500, it's priced in that sweet spot where it's not a museum piece, but it's also not a junker. It's a running, driving, four-wheel drive F-150 with a rebuilt engine and a whole lot of personality, waiting for the right buyer to bring it home. Number 18. Now, for the car lovers, here's something out of Seguin, Texas, that should get your heart beating faster. A 1967 Ford Mustang Coupe, being offered at $4,500 or best offer. Few cars carry the same instant recognition as a '67 Mustang. Just a mention of it brings to mind the long hood, the aggressive stance, the pony emblem on the grille. It's one of the definitive icons of American muscle car history. This particular example is showing just 32,000 miles on the odometer and comes with a manual transmission, which really adds to the excitement. The seller describes the car as being 100% complete and notes that it does run, but they're also upfront that it needs a full restoration. Rust and age have taken their toll, leaving it rough around the edges, but all the bones are there. What makes it special is that nothing is missing. It's all intact, which makes the restoration process a whole lot easier and more rewarding. The exterior wears a bright red paint job that still makes a statement, even if the condition is far from perfect, and the interior continues that theme with a matching red setup that's pure 60s Mustang flair. It's the kind of car that even in its current state still turns heads and sparks conversations at gas stations or in driveways. The seller even jokes that it was part of the reason for a divorce because of all the attention it brings, something that just adds to the lure of this particular car, with a clean Texas title. It's a project that can be taken on with confidence. Anyone who loves classic Mustangs knows the 67 model year is among the most desirable, and this car, though it needs work, has all the potential in the world. For the price, you're not just buying a rough old coupe. You're buying into the Mustang dream, the chance to own and restore one of the most beloved cars America ever built. Number 19. Offer out of Dumont, New Jersey, is another classic Ford truck. This one a 1985 Ford F-150 regular cab 4x4, with a listed price of $3,000 or best offer. This truck is a bit more of a project, but that's what makes it appealing to the right buyer. It's equipped with manual 4-speed transmission, which is always a plus for folks who prefer that old-school driving experience, and the seller says the clutch is in good shape, so that's one major component you don't need to worry about. The downside, though, is that the truck has a vacuum leak, which is enough of a problem that the seller recommends towing it rather than trying to drive it away. For anyone who knows their way around a wrench, a vacuum leak can be tracked down and fixed without too much headache. It's not like you're looking at a blown motor or destroyed transmission. This is the kind of fix that rewards a do-it-yourself type who isn't afraid to spend a weekend in the garage. Once sorted, you've got yourself a classic square body F-150 with 4-wheel drive, a setup that's only becoming more desirable as time goes on. Trucks from this generation are being scooped up left and right by enthusiasts who love their boxy looks, mechanical simplicity, and durability. Whether you want to turn it into a trail rig, a budget-friendly classic cruiser, or a reliable old work truck, this F-150 has the bones for it. At $3,000, it's priced low enough to leave you plenty of room in the budget for repairs and upgrades. With the right amount of elbow grease, you could turn this from a needs-towing project into a solid daily driver or weekend toy that'll last for years to come. Number 20. And to wrap up this batch, over in East Durham, New York, there's a 1981 Chevrolet K24x4 being offered for $1,234 or best offer. That price, written like that, almost certainly means the seller is open to negotiation or trades. And from the details they've shared, it sounds like there's a lot of value built into this truck. The odometer shows around 71,000 miles, and in recent times, the truck has been treated to a number of upgrades and maintenance items that make it both more reliable and a little flashier. Starting with the lighting, it's rocking bright LED headlights up front, a big improvement over the dim seal beams these trucks originally came with. Cooling is handled by dual electric fans, which help keep things running smoothly even in the heat. Inside, Electronic's digital gauges have been added, giving the cab a more modern feel, while still keeping things functional. Out back, a glass pack style exhaust system paired with a brand new muffler setup gives it a distinctive growl without being overbearing. Maintenance-wise, the valve covers were recently resealed with fresh gaskets, and it's running on new spark plugs and oil, work all done in the past 100 miles. Structurally, the seller says the frame is solid with only surface rust and no rot, which is a huge plus for a truck of this vintage, especially in the Northeast. The bed is also in solid shape, though it could use a fresh coat of paint to really finish it off. Rolling stock consists of stock 16.5-inch wheels wrapped in brand new tires, but the truck also comes with a set of Archon wheels, which will need fresh tires before they're ready to mount. Out on the road, it runs and drives great, and the 4x4 system works exactly as it should, so it's fully functional whether you're planning to use it for work, play, or just as a weekend cruiser. On top of all that, the seller is open to trades, particularly for motorcycles or SUVs, and encourages potential buyers to show what they've got. If you're in the market for a vintage square-body Chevy that has a solid frame, plenty of upgrades, and room for personalization, this K20 could very well be the deal you've been waiting for.